so much for logging into tonight's Team Fit for Life webinar. We have a special guest speaker tonight, and I'm so excited for what she has to share with you today. We have our guest Kendra Fletcher, and she's a 2-star qualifying diamond coach, and you guys are so privileged and lucky to have her tonight to share with you guys this awesome information. She is such a rock star, and I'm so excited for you guys to be able to hear from her. She's actually a Success Club 10 All-Star. She has hit Success Club 10 ever since she started as a coach. She retired from her full-time corporate job a few months ago, or I'm not exactly sure how long it's been. And so she gets to do this from home and be fully at home and present with her kids. And it's been such a joy and pleasure to get to know Kendra as Mike and I have over the past few months. Ever since Scotty's team retreat in Salt Lake City, we really connected and started chatting more. And so that's just a little plug for our Fit for Life Winter Summit that's coming up. That some of the things that you will get there are these really lifelong friendships and mentorships that you'll have connections with other coaches that you didn't even realize you'd be able to help push each other so much. So anyways, Kendra is really strong in a lot of areas. I know that I share a lot of Kendra's videos with you guys in our team page, and she's really strong in the areas of organization and just kind of setting things up and preparing and just really setting the stage for success. So with these 2 new programs that are coming out, she definitely has some great tips to share with you guys on how to really set yourself up for an amazing December and February. So Kendra, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you. You're already set up as a presenter, so I'm going to stop broadcasting. You can go ahead.
Oh, what video am I looking at? Okay, I'll look over here tonight. Can everyone see me and hear me? Okay, awesome. All right, so let me just say to get out your pen and paper. I have a lot of material to go through, but don't worry if you don't catch everything, because I gave Michael and Jen these slides so that they can post them to your team page. But I think it's a great idea to take notes, because you're going to take notes on the things that kind of strike you in this presentation. So what we're going to talk about tonight is how to grow your business with new product launches. So we have, as you know, Insanity Max 30 coming out in December, and the 21-Day Fix Extreme coming out in February. And the reason I'm talking about these now is because you want to go ahead and start getting ready for these new product launches and start sharing them with people now, okay? So we're going to go over why creating excitement is so important, some of the key principles to building excitement, and then how to use them to grow your business. And at the end, I'm going to have a little assignment for you all. Can I just see, am I on this video? No, I'm on this video camera. Okay. Sorry, I have 2 video cameras. So at the end of this, we're going to have a little assignment for you all. It's going to take you like 10 minutes after this call, but I really encourage you to make the time to do this, because your brain's going to be kind of ripe with information, and it's a great success formula. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some different techniques with you all tonight. And I'm going to mainly gear them towards the new product launches and talking about how you can use these techniques with those. But know that you can use these with anything you're doing in the business. Like if you're starting a challenge group, you want to build excitement for that. If you're doing a coach opportunity webinar or something like that, you want to build excitement for that. You want to get your teams to come to Summit. So these techniques can be used for anything that you're sharing with other people and trying to encourage them to be a part of. Okay, so just so you know that this has a little bit of merit, I tried this out for the first time for PIO, because when I was a new coach, a new product would come out, and I didn't really know what to do. So, like, when T25 was launched, I just told people, hey, T25 is launched. But I started to get the hang of it. Actually, when I heard that Melanie Mitro got 200 Success Club points or so from 21 Day Fix when that came out, and I thought, you know what, I should start thinking about these product launches a little bit ahead of time and build excitement for it. And so for PIO, I started about 2 months prior to the launch, and I was able to get 90 Success Club points between June and July. So, and most of my work was not in June and July, it was in April and May as we were leading up to it. And a lot of these techniques are things that my Success Club partner and I came up with together, and my Success partner is Leslie Davis, and she actually had 108 Success Club points just in July, and I have no idea how many in June. So just know that if you do this right, you can build some great excitement for these new tools. Okay, so I want you all to think about when the iPhone first came out, like the first couple versions. Do you remember how people were lining up outside of the store? They had their credit cards out. They wanted to get their hands on it. Can you all hear me? Woo. Okay, good. Okay, good. I think my video froze, but that's okay. So people are like going crazy about the iPhone, and it costs so much more than the competitors. They're getting all this free advertising on the nightly news, and it's like, why was Apple able to do that with the iPhone when during a Samsung launch, no one cares. No one's lining up outside of the store. So what did Apple do to create that excitement? And so what I'm going to talk to you tonight about is 7 things that they did to create that excitement. And these are all things that you can do in your business to create excitement for our new product launches, your own challenge groups, your free clean eating. These are all principles that you can use. So I'm going to go through them quickly, and then I'm going to tell you how to apply them to your business. So the first thing is that Apple and the iPhone people, they have products with a great reputation. They have a loyal and interested customer base, and they have very strong brand loyalty. So all the Apple users, they don't want to go buy a Samsung phone. They only want to buy Apple products. And we have at Beachbody really, really strong loyalty, and we have a great customer base. We have the best trainers in the business, and so we want to use that and remind people of those things when we're talking about what we have, because we don't have just some, run-of-the-mill workout DVDs. I mean, we have world-class fitness trainers, the best in the business, and that's what Apple had. So they were able to bring people to their new products because they already have that customer base and that reputation. And we have that with Beachbody. And you're going to create that as a coach in all your social media. They also had educated customers. So it's not like all those people that were waiting outside didn't know anything about the iPhone. They knew pieces of what it was about and what it could do and the different results that you could get with it. You know, that you could use the mapping app, and that you could have Siri, and that you could do this, you could do that. They had information on why this product would be so great for them. And that's what made them be willing to shell out, you know, double the money for it, and made them really want to buy it, because they knew what came with it. And so that's one thing that we want to do also with some of our posts, is we want to educate people. We don't want to just say Insanity Max 30, because no one knows what that means. You know, they don't know what that entails. They don't know how many, you know, whether you need equipment. And so we want to educate people so they understand what the product is. The Apple customers who went to buy the iPhone, they also really knew the value of the product. They knew what it would mean for them in their life. That, you know, if they were a person who travels a lot, that they wouldn't have to carry a GPS, that this would now be their GPS, that they could, you know, do all the different things that you can do on a phone. They really saw the value in the product. In addition to being educated about the features, it had value for them, and that's why they were willing, again, to camp out and pay for this. To create value for our customers, one thing we have to know is we have to know what their needs and goals are. So we have to take those needs and goals that they have, whether it's, you know, to lose weight, or to be able to exercise at home without going to a gym, or to, you know, be able to do something low impact because they have back or knee problems. We have to know what their needs are in order to educate them about the features, and also help them know what the value is going to be for them. So as we talk about, you know, these new programs, we're going to create that value. Hey, you can modify it, or it's less expensive than a gym, or these are the new features in the 21-Day Fix Extreme that weren't in the 21-Day Fix, and this is why it has extra value. So we want to create that for our customers. Okay, so the other thing that Apple did is they really capitalized on that group mentality and that positive peer pressure. So it's like, you all probably know who the Apple people are of your friends who identify with that brand and have that loyalty. And I'm sure they were talking to each other. Are you getting the new iPhone? Who's got the new iPhone? Oh, look, I got the new iPhone. It's using that positive peer pressure and that group mentality. And so one thing that I actually did, which I'll talk a little bit more about in the next section, is I create preview groups for the new product launches. So what if you took everyone who's done a Shanti program of your past customers and anyone who's interested, and put them in a group and started hyping up Insanity Max 30. It's like they're going to see other people commenting, other people getting excited, other people buying it, and then they think, well, maybe it's not so weird, you know, that I want this. And that's exactly what happened when Pio launched for me. I was at Summit, and people started buying it in the group. And once everyone saw that other people were doing it, they were just like, well, I should do it too. I should get on this bandwagon. So that's just kind of like the positive peer pressure, and it just increases comfort level, because you've seen it before where someone says, I don't want to buy Shakeology because they don't know what it is. And then they get into a group, they see everyone's drinking Shakeology, and then suddenly they want to buy it because it's just that positive peer pressure. Okay, so some people have this thing, they're called earlier adopters in marketing, and they just want to be first. They want to, like the people who got in line for the iPhone, they wanted to be first in the door, and they like camped out for 48 hours. I mean, they could have still gotten it if they came, you know, a little bit later, but they had to be first. And some people just really like that feeling of being first. So, you know, play that up in your groups, that this is going to be your first Insanity Max 30 group, that you're going to test out the products. There are some people that get excited about being the very first first ones in getting that unique product. And then sort of along the same lines is the law of scarcity. So when the iPhone came out, I think there was concern that there might not be enough or it might sell out. And again, that's why people are waiting outside to get this product. They're worried that it might sell out and that they may not get theirs. And so for myself, I use this, like I let people know that PIO could sell out. I mean, I didn't know what the inventory was, but I just knew that 21 Day Fix sold out and was on a wait for a couple months. So I told people, I'm like, if you know you want to get PIO, you need to order the day it's released, because I can't guarantee if you come to me a week later that it's going to be available. And I'm going to talk about Insanity Max 30 and 21 Day Fix Extreme the same way, because we just, we don't know what the inventory or the demand is. No one does. And so that's what I let people know. I'm also running a group this month, and I'm telling people that I'm only letting 10 people in it. 10 people who get challenge packs. And you wouldn't believe the number of people who come to me. They're like, I want a spot. Can I get a spot? Because I'm only doing 10. I'm only focusing on 10 people this month. So you can use that to your advantage. And what it does is it creates a sense of urgency, and it encourages people to take action. It's like either you want it or you want it, but or you don't. But get off the fence and make a decision, because we can't guarantee that we have unlimited supply of this. Did I have 2 sevens? Oh, no, here's number 7. Okay, so the last thing is connection and buzz. So you want to create that buzz around a new product, and that's what Apple did. They got the entire community and all the news outlets so excited about this new product. And so that's what we have to do as coaches. We have to create our own buzz and excitement, and that comes from within us. It comes from our own excitement in terms of what these programs are going to do, all the unique features, how it's going to change people's lives. And we create that buzz on our Facebook feed, in our groups. We build that excitement and that connection with people, and when I build these preview groups, I ask people, well, what made you interested in PIO, or what made you interested in Insanity Max 30? And then that allows them to connect with each other. Like maybe 2 runners say, I'm a runner and I'm looking at it for this reason, and they connect with each other because they have similar goals. And I have like women in their 50s who want a low impact program with PIO, and they connect with each other. So you're building that connection and that buzz. Okay. So those are the 7 things. Again, you're going to get these slides, so you don't have to write them all down. But what I want you all to think about is, with everything that you're doing on social media and talking to people and messaging people, everything you do, ask yourself, how do I create these things? And you don't have to create all 7 in one post, so you don't have to say, oh my gosh, I have to write a long post and include all of this. But you can do posts with different purposes, and you can do things that are, showing what great trainers we have to kind of show, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But you can show, create that loyal, interested customer base. You can also give snippets of information that educates your customers. You can create that law of scarcity, like, I don't know, I only have 10 spots, or I don't know if this program's going to sell out. Let me know if you want this. So, these are just things you want to be thinking about when you create your posts. And if you're planning to really promote Insanity Max 30, you want to start talking about it now. You want to start building up with these nuggets of information, small nuggets over the next 2 months to build up on these things. Okay. Does that make sense, everyone? Is everyone still with me? Okay, awesome. So yes, so like I said, you want to start now, and so Insanity Max 30 launches in December, 21 Day Fix Extreme launches in February, and for any of your groups, like if you're running a challenge group or a clean eating group or a coach boot camp, you want to attempt to try to get a 4 to 6 week lead time on before you're doing these groups, so that you have the time to build this excitement. You have the time to do all these things and drop these breadcrumbs and share this information. Yes, and like Caitlin said, you want to start working now to take advantage of what happens with the resolution effect, which is where our business really blows up in the first quarter of the year. So you want to be doing all of this work now. And you may not see major results now from what you're doing, but you're going to see those down the line. Okay, so this is a $1,000 tip for you all, okay? Because I took Chalene Johnson's Smart Success Program, and it was $1,000 bucks. And one of the main things that I got from that course was that you really need to build your list. And you need to have a list of people that you can email. You need to have a list of people that you're talking to. You have a list of people that are, you think may be great coaches. You want to build your list, because with our 3 vital behaviors, our first one is to invite. If you don't have a list, you don't have anyone to invite. And so you want to have a list so that you can build those relationships, learn about their goals, follow up, and just help them get ready. And I'll tell you, if you're going to really promote Insanity Max 30 and 21 Day Fix Extreme, you can start your list with everyone that has done a Shaun T program in the past or expressed interest, and everyone who's done the 21 Day Fix or expressed interest. You can start with that list of people, and I think you can go into the back office and run a report of who has those programs, but that can be the start point of your list, and then you're going to add to it through these different ways that I talk about. So you're going to share on social media. So whether you use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, a blog, start sharing this information and building the excitement for what you're promoting. You want to create that buzz. You want to educate them on the program. Maybe you do an exclusive test group. And, most importantly, let them get to know you. You want to create that trust and loyalty. And like Caitlin says, everyone's going to be setting their New Year's resolutions in January, and you want them to think of you. You already want to have that trust, that loyalty, that relationship. You want to show that you're on your journey and that you're getting results. I say be creative because I really don't like stock photos from Beachbody. So show yourself working out. Show yourself doing Insanity or T25 and talk about how you're so excited about the new Shaun T program. Is anyone curious about what it is? Do your own photo. People want to see you in their newsfeed. Ask questions. Say, who's done a Shaun T program? Okay? And you get a list of people who've answered, or who's been interested in a Shaun T program, or who's heard of Insanity, and you make a list of those people that respond to your question. Share videos. So when I was leading up to PIO, I actually got PIO certified so that I would know what a lot of the moves are. And so for 2 months before PIO launched, I demonstrated those moves before the launch. So I had all these people tell me, they were like, oh, I've seen what the moves are like. I think I can do that. Because I was, again, educating them through my videos so that they could see what the workouts were like and they could know that they could do that. Okay? So as you're sharing, you're doing those 7 things. You're educating people, you're creating value, but you're also building your list. And I don't care if your list is on a piece of paper, in a notebook, an Excel spreadsheet, Asana, it doesn't matter. But I want you all to get out of this call. I want you to hear my voice saying build your list, because I want you writing down names of people as you're sharing that you can talk to, okay? Now, one thing that my success partner and I both did to launch PIO, and which we're going to do for Insanity Max 30 as well, is to create a private group on Facebook. So I call this my Insanity Max 30 preview group. So you could call it a preview group, a prep group, a whatever you want to call it. But it's basically to pull together all those people from your list and start building excitement. So I would tell people, I'd say, hey, this new product is coming out with Shaun T. I'm going to be sharing some exclusive sneak peeks and information. It's free to join. Who wants to be in this group? So for these people, there's no commitment. They're not committing to buy anything. They're just committing to be in this group. So in this group, we now have this community of people where instead of me talking individually to 50 different people, we have a group where we're building that excitement with that group mentality. I post in the group every single day a little tip or tidbit about the program. So maybe it's one of the photos from the Insanity Max 30 Facebook page, or maybe I post a little video sneak peek, or maybe I give them breadcrumbs of information every day for the next 2 months, so it keeps showing up in their feed. And we're building that excitement, and I ask questions like, who wants to be able to lose weight in just 30 minutes a day? Who needs a modifier? Who feels like they want to make sure it's customizable? So I just start building that excitement in that Facebook group, and that's going to be the start of my challenge group. So once the product is launched, that's where I go first to let people know it's available, and they've now all been in this group together and, sort of gotten excited about being a part of this. And the people who don't join feel a little bit left out, So that's just another way that you can build excitement and, again, build your list. Okay, of course, we want to use private messaging. So we don't want to do everything, just on our Facebook wall and in this private group. We also want to make those personal connections with people. We want to build trust, do personal invitations, and again, create value on an individual level. So be able to talk to a specific person with specific goals and needs and explain to them why this program would be great for them and why it's of value. And again, through private messaging, we're building our list. We can also ask for referrals or friends who might want to do it with them. So just continue. Remember, keep that in the back of your mind. Build your list. You can also do bulk emails and e-cards from the Beachbody online office. So has anyone ever sent a bulk email or an e-card from the online office? Okay, so some have, some haven't. It's in your customers list, but you can send a message to all your customers at once. You can share videos, you can share details and photos, you can connect with people. You can let them know if you're, only having so many people in a group. Okay, I have to address something. So Nicole, you said you've sent them, but you haven't had any luck with them. And what I'm going to say is that everything we do, we're planting seeds for people. So even if no one messaged you back that they're interested in the program, you've made a connection. Like they've probably seen your name come up in their email. If they did open it, they see there's a new program available. And so just remember, even if you're not seeing things come to fruition right now, it doesn't mean that you are not planting seeds and building that relationship. And I'll tell you, I send a newsletter every Monday in my business, and most of the time I get no takers, no responders if I'm, inviting them to something. But I know that consistency makes them trust me. It keeps me in their, eye every week. Good. Okay, Nicole says she still sends them. But just, even if no one replies to you, it's okay, because you're watering those seeds that you've planted, and you're educating people, and it's just part of the process. Okay, and then for those of you who have a website or blog, you can write about the program, you can share about your upcoming challenge group, you can post some of those fun pictures from Facebook or Instagram in your blog, you can share videos, and you can collect names and email addresses. So this was something else that I did with PIO, and which I'm doing for Insanity Max 30, is people who are interested and find my website, I collect their name and email address, because I could have, 100,000 people coming to my site on Insanity Max 30 a day, but if I don't collect any information from them, if I don't have a list, then it doesn't do me any good. So again, I know you all are going to go to bed and you're going to dream of me talking about building your list, but I'm glad, because that's what I want to get across. You can also create your own videos, share your excitement, the workout moves, information about your group. People love videos because that's where they get to see you. They get to hear your voice and your passion and excitement, and they connect with you more from videos than other mediums, I would say. And so don't be afraid to do, like a 30-second video, a 1-minute video, share on Facebook. And I will tell you, even if you don't get many likes or comments on your videos, they get good reach because people are naturally curious. And they are going to watch you in secret and not like or comment, but they're going to watch it and see what you have to say. Okay, so Casey asked a question. For the preview groups, are you inviting people to be a part of the group and adding them if they're interested, or people who you think would be interested? Before I add people to the group, I generally want to know that they actually want to be in it, because I'm going to be posting once a day about the program. So I usually do a call to action for it, like to say, hey, I'm doing this free preview group with sneak peeks of the new program. Who would like to join? So I get them to make an affirmative that they want to be a part of it, either through a message or like through a Facebook post, or maybe a bulk email. I'll say, reply to this message if you want to be in the group. The only time I'll add people is people that I know really well. Like if I've had a customer who's done Insanity and T25, I'll just add them and I'll be like, hey, I'm going to add you to this group, and I just let them know. But I do try to have people either express interest or, I let them know that I added them and why, if I already know them. Okay. The other thing you can do, you're welcome, is do a free giveaway. So like when PIO was coming out, I told my customers that I was going to be doing a live drawing from the MGM Grand. Okay, doesn't that sound so exciting? And all I did was I went into the lobby on my floor, and I have this thing on my computer that does a randomized pick, and we did a video. But it sounds so exciting, right? So you just want to build the excitement for your free giveaway. Maybe if you have a really big group, buy an extra Insanity Max 30 and do a drawing for it. Again, build their excitement. Maybe do something that if they refer a friend to the group, they get an extra entry. Be creative, because this is your business. You're the CEO. You get to make the decisions, and just have fun with it. And don't be afraid to fly by the seat of your pants. And I'm going to tell you a little story with that. So I'm doing this new group starting next week, something I've never done before, called a life design group. And one of my coaches asked me what I was doing for this group, because I've got like 60 people in it. And I said, well, I haven't really figured it all out yet. And it starts on Monday. And she said, what's the phrase? Victoria, you have to say it again. That I'm building the plane while I'm flying it. Is that the phrase? She said something like that. So you're building the plane while you're flying. And I'm like, yeah, that's how I do everything in this business. And I just want to give you all permission to, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know what posts you're going to post in your preview group. You don't have to know exactly everything you're going to do. Just start and just go and just have fun, and you're going to build it as you go, and that's part of the excitement of it. So you don't have to have everything figured out to start. Okay, so how is this going to impact your business? Well, number one, it's going to get customers ready for the product launches. So you don't want to wait until the day Insanity Max 30 is released to say, oh, there's a new program by Shaun T. You want to have like a group of people who's seen you talking about it, who's educated about it, ready to go. Ready, just like those people outside of the iPhone store. They know all about it. They're ready, you know. You're going to get customers now, but you're also going to plant seeds for the future and build relationships. So maybe, you know, they don't want to be a part of this product launch, but maybe they order something in the future, or you build that relationship. You're offering the latest programs. So one really cool thing about working with new product launches is that they are not on Craigslist, they're not on eBay, and they can't get them off Beachbody.com for the first couple weeks. So when you build excitement for one of these programs, the only place they can get the program is through a coach. That's the only place where they can get it. And if you've built that relationship, of course, they're going to come to you. So that's another big reason to do this. You're also building that residual Shakeology income, and you have future coaches, you know, as you want to build your team. So these are going to be people that are joining your team eventually and becoming coaches. And the big thing is just building that momentum, you know, building that excitement and that momentum in your business. Okay, so when I was doing the PIO preview group, like I said, I posted on my Facebook wall that I was going to be showing exclusive sneak peeks, behind the scenes footage, you know, I can't remember what other wording I used, but I just made it seem like you're going to get a backstage pass. So I had all these coaches messaging me to ask me if they could be in the group to see what, like, insider information I had. And I had no insider information at all. I was just gathering the information for my groups and putting it in one place. Like, I didn't want my people to have to go on YouTube and, you know, look for videos. I didn't want to have them to have to go to Chalene Johnson's Instagram and her Facebook page. I was basically pulling all that information together in the group and sharing it. So I was going to Coach FAQ and getting the latest updates about the program. I was going to Coach 411 and grabbing pictures from there. Hey, the launch is 20 days away. I was going to Carl's page. You know, for these new launches, go to Shaun T's Facebook and Autumn's Facebook pages. Google it. Go to coach websites. You know, other coaches have also researched this. And then you can do YouTube videos with the moves and workouts. And I had someone say to me, they said, well, I didn't get PIO certified, so I can't do the moves. And I said, well, you've seen my videos. Why don't you copy my moves and do a video of the moves, and now you have your own video. And there are, all the elite coaches got a copy of Insanity Max 30 at the event. So they have videos online of them doing the moves. So if you want to do some videos, you watch their videos and then you do the moves. Okay, makes sense? So basically, be resourceful and go out there and get the information and bring it to that group of people who's told you that they're really interested and excited about this. Okay, so here's my call to action. You know, this business is really about you. You get to be the CEO of your own business. You are in control. You get to decide whether you are going to, you know, jumpstart 2015 with a huge bang, and whether you're going to use the information in this call to grow your business, or whether you're going to like put your feet up and, you know, eat turkey and desserts for the rest of the year. So you're in control, and that's really great because you get to do what you want, and you have a huge opportunity in front of you right now. You are your brand, so people connect with you. You're the brand. You're what makes Beachbody unique. So make sure to tap into your uniqueness and who you are as a person. Be creative, be unique, be you. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to fail. Just fail forward. Learn something from it and keep going and believe in yourself. So that's like my little pep talk before I give you your homework. So here is your success formula. Do I still have people on the call, and are you ready for this? Okay, perfect. You all gave me a chance to get a sip of water. Okay, this is something I learned from Brian Tracy, one of my favorite mentors, and I really encourage you to do this tonight when we get off the call. And it's very easy. It's going to take you like 10 minutes. So you're just going to get a piece of paper and number it from 1 to 20 on the side. So you're just going to create spaces 1 through 20. This is called mind storming. And basically, you are going to create a question for yourself of a goal that you have in your business. And you're going to write it as a question. How can I ... And I want you to list a very specific goal that you have in your business. Maybe you want to hit Success Club still for October. Maybe you want to advance rank, or maybe you want to build a crazy, amazing Insanity Max 30 prep group, and that you just want to blow it out of the water when that's released. So whatever your particular goals are right now as the CEO in your business, I want you to take one goal and write at the top, how can I, whatever your goal is. And then on the side of your paper, I want you to write your ideas list. So you're just going to start writing, jotting down ideas, just one idea per line. And you're going to find that the first 5 are easy, 5 through 10, you come up with some things. And then after 10, starts getting a little tougher. And then by the time you get to 15, it's a little bit harder, but sit there until you really come up with 20 ideas. And you're going to be amazed at the things that come out of your head. Like, this is a way to sort of tap into your own infinite intelligence. And the reason I say to do this right after this call is because I've just primed your brain with a ton of ideas. And you're not just going to take my ideas, you're going to put your own spin on it, and you're going to take it to a new level of greatness and success. And you have that within you, and you just have to get it out. So this is how you get those ideas out. So I just want you to write 20 things on your paper, and then I want you to circle 3 things that you're going to take action on, okay? So when you do this list, don't worry about whether it's even possible. Don't filter it. Just do your brainstorm, and then take a step back from it and just circle 3 of them that you're going to start working on. Maybe you're setting up a private preview group, or maybe you're reaching out to your college sorority. I don't know what your brain's going to come up with, but you're going to circle 3 and you're going to take action on those and you're going to get started. But you will just be amazed what happens when you do this process. And I just want to challenge you all to post pictures of what you write on your team page, because I want you all to build that excitement. Like, show that you're doing this. Show your leaders that you're committed and that you take ownership of your business and that you're going to like blow into 2015 in an amazing way. And you don't have to take a picture so that people can see your ideas. It can be like from far away, but just show that you did it. So anyway, that's my homework for you all tonight. And I'm just going to leave you all with one quote, again, from one of my favorite mentors. I think Napoleon Hill is just absolutely amazing. If you haven't read any of his work, I highly suggest it. But he says, first comes thought, then comes the organization of thought into ideas and plans, then transformation of those plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is in your imagination. And so we are starting that process tonight with your little 20 things homework, your mind storming, because we want to start your imagination and that thought and then start to organize that into plans. And I just want you all to have an amazing rest of 2014. I want you all to just have a great rest of the year and a great start to 2015. And it was an honor to speak to you all tonight. I think Jen and Mike are just incredible leaders. It's been such an honor to get to know them better and to have them as mentors. So I thank you all for being on the call. I hope that this was of value to you, and I want you all to know that I believe in every one of you.
All right, guys,
You
that
all
was
can do
so
this.
awesome.
You have
Thank you
so much more
Kendra.
potential than
So much
you will ever
amazing
know.
information
So
in there,
thank you
and
all.
I cannot wait for you guys to start posting some of your mind storms in the group and start seeing some of your guys' ideas and goals and how you plan on putting your own spin on everything that Kendra presented tonight. So I do have the copy of her slides, as she mentioned, so I will definitely make sure to post that file in our group file so that you guys have access to that. And we will definitely make sure to get this recording available to anyone who wasn't able to be on live. So thank you again, and let's see, I guess that is it. So have a great night, guys. Also, next week, don't forget, we have another guest speaker next week. He is a founding coach in the company, Doug Fitzgerald. He's a Millionaires Club earner, and he has so much knowledge and information. So make sure to be on and have your calendar and your alarm and your reminders and whatever else you need to make sure that you are on the call next week. So have a great night, guys. Have a great week, and we will talk to you soon.